Monsties? You won't believe this, guys. Beyond the glittering comeback stages, sold-out tours, and viral TikTok challenges that keep fueling the K-pop scene, there's a story so emotional it has the fandom in tears together. This is about Ramy, the idol whose hiatus remains a mystery. Recently, a single Instagram comment from @Ramy_mom shook fans to their core. It wasn't just an ordinary reply, but an emotional response from a mother who continues to communicate with fans during a time of silence. Imagine that. While Ramy's future activities are still uncertain, his mom is personally replying with heartfelt words that show she is standing strong with fans. The fandom erupted. Timelines flooded with phrases like, "Protect Ramy's mom at all costs," and "We'll wait for you, Ramy." This isn't just about an idol. This is about family, fandom, and hope that refuses to fade. Hiatuses aren't new in K-pop. Some idols take breaks for health reasons, others focus on education, and some quietly prepare for a major project. But Ramy's case feels different. Months ago, fans noticed that Ramy appeared less frequently in Baby Monster's schedules. His name was absent in several promotional events without a clear explanation. Confusion grew, and speculation spread quickly. On Weverse, fans continue to ask for updates, hoping for an official statement. But so far, there's been little to no clarity. The only real glimpse came through his mother's words. Even though Ramy is not active right now, he is making a lot of Ramy-related videos. I think that's the best I can do for you. Anyway, let's take a rest and meet again. This message broke fans' hearts. A mother stepping in to fill the silence, creating and sharing content to keep her son alive in fans' minds. It speaks volumes about love and resilience. If there's one thing K-pop fans are known for, it's turning emotions into action. And Ramy's fandom, the Shin Harm, are showing exactly that. As soon as the Instagram reply circulated, the hashtag #StayStrongRamy began trending worldwide on Twitter, X. On TikTok, fans created edits of Ramy set to emotional ballads with captions like, "We'll wait no matter how long it takes." Others started tribute dance challenges, captioned, "This one's for Ramy." Fan comments on online communities carried the same intensity. "I can't imagine how heavy her mother's heart must feel. Ramy, we love you. Even when the idol is silent, the fandom still feels close. Thank you to Ramy's mom. This hiatus hurts, but our support is louder. We'll wait as long as it takes." It's more than a fandom. It feels like a global family, united with one purpose: keeping Ramy loved and remembered. Baby Monster recently wrapped up their world tour with massive success. Thousands of fans filled arenas, merchandise sold out, and digital charts were dominated by their tracks. But one question continues to haunt everyone. Will Ramy join the 10.10 comeback? So far, the agency remains silent, yet there's hope in her mother's words. "I believe that even if it takes a few months, Ramy will be fully recovered and able to be active." That single sentence was like a light in the darkness. Fans cling to the belief that Ramy is focusing on recovery, whether physical or mental, and will return stronger. But waiting without certainty is never easy. One fan wrote online, "Every time I hear Baby Monster songs, I automatically search for Ramy's voice. Something feels missing. I just hope this comeback will be the moment he finally returns." Let's take a moment to appreciate Ramy's mom. Behind the scenes, she's the one keeping the fandom connected and reassured. Not all idol parents step into the spotlight or interact with fans, but she has become the bridge between Ramy and his supporters. Her Instagram replies are filled with heartfelt words, often paired with colorful symbols of love. To fans, it's more than just text. It's emotional communication that makes them feel seen and cared for. Some fans even call her the fandom's mom too, and honestly, that feels true. Her presence is like a comforting reminder saying, "Be patient, my child will return." Of course, no K-pop hiatus is complete with a wave of speculation. Fans are buzzing with theories. Could Ramy be preparing for a solo project? Is he focusing on school or his mental health? Or is the agency planning something big? On international forums, dramatic comments popped up. Imagine if Ramy comes back with a solo single. That would be the most emotional debut of the year. Maybe he's collaborating with a senior idol. This hiatus could be a strategy. Something tells me the agency is cooking up something big. No matter the rumor, the fandom's reaction stays the same. They will wait unconditionally.
At times like these, fandom solidarity matters most. Here are 3 things fans can do to support Ramy. 1. Stay active on official platforms. Stream Baby Monster's songs, watch their music videos, and engage with content to keep Ramy's presence alive. 2. Send positive messages. Whether on Weverse, Instagram, or TikTok, keep comments filled with love and encouragement. Avoid negativity or pressure. 3. Pray and hope for the best. Sometimes the collective prayers and positive energy of a fandom can become the greatest source of strength for an idol and their family. Hiatuses are never easy. Fans feel the absence deeply, groups feel incomplete, and unanswered questions linger. But through all of this, one thing remains clear: the love of the fandom will never fade. Ramy may be resting now, but through his mother's presence, we know he's not alone. Neither are we. We have each other, and that's enough to keep waiting with patience and strength. So let's continue to hope, believe, and support. When the day comes that Ramy finally returns, the entire fandom will cry tears of joy and say, "We never stopped believing in you." The reason Ramy's hiatus and his mother's messages hit so hard is because it taps into something every K-pop fan has felt at some point: the fear of absence. Idols aren't just performers on a stage. They're woven into fans' daily lives. Their voices play on repeat during morning commutes, their faces fill timelines, their smiles become a source of comfort. So when an idol suddenly goes quiet, it feels like a missing piece of your own routine. For Ramy's fans, his absence isn't just about music. It's about losing that spark of joy they've come to rely on. That's why even the smallest updates from his mother feel monumental. It's reassurance that he's still there, just waiting for the right moment to step back into the spotlight. Stories like this also remind us that behind every idol is a real person with a family, struggles, and emotions that go beyond the stage. Fans often see polished performances, stunning visuals, and flawless choreography, but Ramy's case shows us the raw reality. Idols need time, care, and space. The involvement of his mother adds another layer of humanity. It's not just PR statements or agency press releases. It's a parent speaking directly to millions of strangers who care for her child. And somehow, that vulnerability makes the fandom bond even stronger. In a way, this moment becomes bigger than just Ramy. It reflects the essence of K-pop, a cultural movement built not only on music, but also on genuine emotional ties between artists and fans. So where do we go from here? The truth is, no one knows exactly when Ramy will return. It could be at the upcoming comeback, or it might take a little longer. But if there's one thing the fandom has proven, it's their ability to wait together. Fans have already created campaigns of love, digital projects, and streaming parties dedicated to Ramy. These actions aren't just about keeping his name alive, they're about building a supportive environment that he can return to when he's ready. And when that moment finally arrives, it won't just be a comeback. It will be a triumph. A story of resilience, love, and the incredible power of a fandom that never gave up. Ramy, if you ever read this, know that your fans around the world are still here. They're not just waiting. They're cheering, supporting, and believing in you every single day. Your mother's courage has inspired millions, and her words have carried us through the silence. So take your time, heal, rest, and prepare. Because when you come back, the world will be ready, and the fandom will be louder than ever, welcoming you home with open arms.